Hello, I'm live. I didn't leave too much room for this stream, and I'm a little bit behind schedule today, but that's okay. It's Monday, July 12th, and right now it's 10 past 12 noon here in sunny Tampa, Florida. We don't know how long it will be sunny for, and we're going to discuss finding your purpose. And as the moon is in Leo, it's a very good time to take advantage of this new moon and to set our goals, set our intentions. And because we are in that early new moon, oh, hello, everybody, new moon phase, it's very important that we do use this time to set our intentions. So it's also a very good time to reassess our purpose. And um, Sakshi, I wasn't able to tell you this last time, but I'm going to be starting a live stream only for moderators. So we will be doing, I have to get with you and the other moderators to find when is a good time to do this. But we're going to, because of the free list, and I don't always get everybody, and my moderators are like, they should get their free readings. So we're going to do a stream where it's only free readings for the moderators. So as soon as we can figure out, a regular time and day that we can do that, we will start setting those up. So that's my way of saying thank you to my moderators. Okay, so yes, today we are going to be looking at finding our purpose, and then I will end the stream. And no problem, Sakshi. And then we will come back with the free tarot stream for the day. This one is always just, I like to get the day's energy before I go live and do the individual streams. And most of the times when I do the free energy streams, it's very, very important. There's an important message for me personally too. So I like those. So let me clear the energy real quick. Get this ready. And like I said, today we're still in a new moon phase and we're still in Leo. So we've come out of Cancer, which is very good. But we do want to take a good look at finding our purpose. And I do love the, where's my deck? Right here. I do love my Angels and Ancestors deck when it comes to finding our purpose by Kyle Gray. There's always a great message in here. So I think I'll pull one of those as well as one of the Goddess Oracle cards. So if anybody has any specific questions that they do want to address about their purpose in life, their purpose and their passion, make sure that you know your passion. We'll do a goddess reading too, and that's Colette Baron Reed. So you can see this deck, such a beautiful deck. The Power Oracle, the Goddess Power Oracle. So we will pull one of those too. But if anybody has a question that they do want to address, I will do it more in a generic, not generic, general manner. Instead of doing the free list here, because we're going to do the free list after, right? It's a general message. Thank you, Sakshi. So it's such a great moderator, Sakshi. What would I do without you? But that's why we're going to have those free moderator only readings. It's my way of saying thank you. Okay. So yes, this is about purpose. So if anybody has any type of questions or comments or anything that they're thinking about regarding their purpose in life, their passions, anything that they feel like they want to narrow down, you can put that in there. Like, what is your mission in life? Yes, so the free list is going to be after this stream, Nina, but thank you for being here. And it's also because of astrology, because the new moon is in Leo. Leo is associated with different parts of the body, like the heart, the chest, our spines, our backs. So it's also a very important time to do any type of yoga activity or any type of exercise that really works on that. And it's also interesting because, we're dealing with COVID, and we definitely want to keep our chest area as clear as possible. We want to keep our immune systems up. We want to make sure that we don't overstimulate the immune system, because COVID does have a way of doing that. So if you're, not vaccinated, or you're vaccinated, whatever your choice is, your personal choice, as long as you still have one, you do want to make sure that you're taking the best care of yourself, that you are extremely hyper vigilant about sanitation, about masking up, and also about keeping your respiratory system as healthy as possible. And if you do feel that there's any type of congestion, you want to be more aware, of keeping your distance while you can, and keeping that area safe. And there's a lot of natural remedies you can use that will help keep your chest area clear just on a regular basis. Like some good herbs are turmeric, ginger root, dandelion tea, things like that. But yoga, stretching, making sure you're healthy. You also, like, if you're overweight, you might be thinking, I really want to lose a lot of weight because there's so much going on in the environment. But you really don't want to do something like a crash diet right now, because the crash dieting, or making such a sudden change to your health, will actually lower your immune system. So if you do feel like you're overweight, you're in a higher risk category, you're nervous about COVID, and you want to take this time to implement some good, healthy decisions, just start scaling back on what you're eating. Just make healthy, small choices, and like small changes. Cut out junk food, cut out sugar, anything that's unhealthy, and just lose weight in a slower way, because you really don't want to shock your body all of a sudden. And I have heard of some people who are like, oh no, because of COVID, I better like drop 100 pounds in 4 months, so I'm not in a high risk category. Well, that's not the smartest thing to do, because going on such a sudden crash diet will affect your immune system, and you're releasing toxins. You're doing like a lot of damage, not damage, but you're making such a sudden change that it will make you more susceptible. So be aware that make healthy changes, go slowly, just bring in more exercise, bring in more meditation. Don't really address stress. And that's like a very big part of what you can do to help keep yourself in the right frame of mind while we go through this crazy pandemic. So we're not doing the general readings right now, Mama Lena. Right now, this is a daily tarot reading. It's a little bit different. It's a general tarot reading. We're going to be discussing passion and purpose. And then I will end this live, and I will come back, and that's when we will do the one-on-one tarots. So right now, for our daily reading, I am going to draw 3 cards from my Gilded Tarot deck. I have reverse cards in here, as you can see. That's the Hanged Man. I just absolutely love this deck. So we're going to see what energy is going on, and then I'm going to draw 2 oracle cards to help us address our purpose. But this is a general reading for everyone who comes here. And everybody, if you do want a individual reading, please like and subscribe and click on my notifications, because I will be coming back. Let me see, it's almost 12:30, so I will be back before 1, maybe 12:45. I don't know how long this stream will go. I'm thinking about 12:45. At the probably latest. I don't think I would be starting at 1. So yeah, 12:20. By 12:45, I'll come back with the other stream. So like and subscribe, because the first 10 to come into the next stream will get the free reading until a donation list is formed. And then it will be the next 10 again for the free list. So, okay, here we go. Let's see. I'm going to draw the 3 cards. We're focusing on our passion and purpose. And we have the 10 of Wands, which is a very suitable card for the past when we're talking about our passion and purpose, because this card is overextending, struggles, burdens. So we know that if we don't have our passion, if we don't know our purpose, we're definitely living a life of struggle. Three of Wands is reversed. Three of Wands is about exploration, seeking out chartered waters. So right now, this message is showing us, okay, see how upright we see this man, and he's like ready for an adventure. He's standing on the shores and he's looking across, and there's a ship, and he's ready to go and explore new lands. But right now, we're seeing this energy is reversed. So, as we're discussing today's energy, we have a new moon, and it's time to slowly assess these burdens that we have that have been holding us back from fulfilling our passion. It's time to see that we have to make that change. We can't just dream about finding our passion. We can't just wait for that ship to come to us. We're going to have to make some changes. This shows us that the energy is reversed, that stepping into our passion has become more of a fantasy and a dream. But we need to be active. We need to use this power of the current new moon in Leo to actively step into our passion and find our purpose. And here we have the Five of Cups. So anytime that you're stepping in, you're going to leave something behind. And when we step into our new destinies, our passion, our purpose, we have to leave what is comfortable behind. It's a big change, you know. Some of us, if we're in the wrong area and we're not living the life that we're meant to live, we're going to have to leave some things behind. And that's okay. You're not going to walk into your destiny by doing the same things. You know, they say that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. If you want to have a different result, you have to make a change. And to make a change, you have to leave some things behind. So now I'm going to read from my Angels and Ancestors Oracle Guidebook by Kyle Gray. I'm going to pull a card for today's general reading for passion and purpose. And then I'm going to do a goddess reading. Okay. So today, the message from our angels and ancestors is right here. Here it is. Oh my goodness, it's Jesus again. Great teacher. Great teacher. Jesus. I love this. I love this card. Let me put it right here. Jesus with the dove. Okay. And I shall read the message. Learn from spiritual experiences. So we're talking about how do we find our passion? How do we find our purpose? Know that what is happening around you is divinely inspired. Learn from your current experiences, then share them with others. This card was inspired by Jesus, who is one of the most widely acknowledged and loved spiritual teachers of all time. But there is a great teacher in every tradition, and this card represents the one to whom you feel closest, as well as the great teacher within. The teacher wears simple clothes here to demonstrate that even if you live a simple life, it can be an incredibly spiritual one. He is surrounded by a sense of serenity and harmony because he has absolute trust in the higher power that moves through him. And the dove on the card represents receiving answers to prayer through signs and experiencing peace through joy. This card can represent a teacher in your life or the great teacher within. Either way, it shows that you have dedicated a lot of time, effort, and energy to understanding yourself and the world. You are having spiritual experiences at this time and gaining a greater awareness of what you need to do in order to grow. There is a great chance that if you've been having any challenges recently, You've surmounted them and allowed them to be vehicles to lessons that are helping your spiritual connection. If you feel that you've received messages from heaven or the universe recently, this card is confirmation that these have indeed been holy experiences. Okay, and now we're going to pull a goddess card, which is very, very powerful message too, that if you are searching for your passion, searching for your purpose, that it begins with your spiritual connection. And it does begin with looking at the teachers in your life. Who do you admire? Who inspires you? Who can you learn from? But not only that, learn to trust your own intuition and recognize that there is the great teacher within you yourself. That usually the things that we need to know, we look to others for confirmation, but we already pretty much know what we're supposed to do. We all have that inner voice inside us that guides us and speaks to us and tells us what to do. And sometimes, if you've become accustomed to closing that voice off, it does take some time through spiritual practices until you hear it again. But that voice is always speaking to you. And it's usually not that you need a teacher to teach you as if you're a newborn babe who knows nothing. It's usually that you have a teacher that confirms and recognizes and almost, identifies what you already know inside you, confirms it. Okay, so let's see what the goddess reading is for today. And I'll definitely be back by 12:45 because it's just almost 12:30 and I'm almost done. Okay, and the goddess oracle for today is Lilith reversed. So this will be in alignment. Lilith reversed, and I want to show you Lilith upright. Such a beautiful card. And that's Lilith upright. Okay. Keep these decks separate. Okay, Lilith reversed. And here is the assignment message, the alignment message. They usually have an assignment. Do you sometimes fear being independent? You may have been conditioned to believe the only way to have close relationships is to become enmeshed and entangled with others. Do you long for independence and breathing space, yet fear reprisal should you choose to detach from unhealthy companions or situations? You'll need courage for the alignment task Lilith asks of you. Walk away and establish a more empowered sense of self by saying no to these relationships that drain your very life force. Now, this goes along with what we saw with the reversed Three of Wands and the Five of Cups, where we were just speaking about if you want to follow your passion, you want to follow your purpose, you're going to have to change your direction and you're going to have to leave some things behind. Again, I will say this. Do you long for independence and breathing space, yet fear reprisal should you choose to detach from unhealthy companions or situations? You'll need courage for the alignment task Lilith asks of you. Walk away and establish a more empowered sense of self by saying no to these relationships that drain your very life force. Sometimes people attract drama into their lives to avoid accountability. Enabling this dynamic helps you avoid the responsibility that's required when you have no one else to blame for the conditions of your life. Other people's chaos becomes a smokescreen that muddies the real truth. Deep down, you're afraid of the consequences of taking charge of your life. However, all is not lost. You would not be here reading these words if you weren't ready or strong enough to make these changes. You are up-leveling your life. Lilith is beside you to lend you the strength and courage to do the right thing for yourself and others. So that's the end of our daily general reading. And I hope you were blessed by it. I was. And it's 12:31, so I shall be back shortly. Again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so you get the notification so you can be right in the new stream and be put on the free list where I will be giving the readings. So God bless you and thank you for joining me today. And I hope to see you shortly. Bye bye.